everybody. Welcome to It's All Black and White TV, and this is the pre-match show. Nottingham Forest. Today we go to the City Ground. But before we do get into the show, obviously today is Remembrance Sunday. You know, let's just take a few seconds out just to have a bit of reflection about what our heroes did in the World War. So here we go. Right, thank you, guys. Yeah. So today let's be honest, it's going to be a tough game because they're playing well at the moment. They're third in the table. Table doesn't lie. They played well against West Ham last week, 5 or 6-0 quite easily. So look, this ain't going to be an easy game. Team news will be out in about 7 minutes' time. The comments before we get into the comments, let's just do the little nitty gritties at the start. If you do enjoy the show, it does help the channel up the search, so please do give it a like. Thank you very much. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and hit the subscribe. Come be part of this great community. That tells when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows as well. You can always become members 99p. Click the join button if you want to do that. And also, if you want to make a shot, click on the dollar sign. All money reinvested in the channel. Right. Let's snip into the comments. And we have Steve in the comments. He says, smash up the likes here. Thank you very much, Steve. How are you? The lads, absolutely to you, mate. Hope you're well too. Afternoon, says Mason. Good afternoon to you, mate. Brian says, after from the country, the worst I've ever. Wallace has it now. I feel like I'm Paul Gallant sweating on a sofa, waiting for a line. I think I've got a bit of it because I've got a bit of a cough as well. It's not nice, is it? What he says, afternoon. Tony, afternoon to you. Afternoon, says Pete. Good afternoon, Pete. Hope you're well too, mate. Jesus, that's Mason. Heard Gallant's dating Vicky Pollard. Your pick is terrible, Tony, mate. I'm glad because it looks clear from where obviously I'm sitting here. There must be some sort of internet connection somewhere that's not great at the moment. Good day, Tony, says Mark. Good day to you, mate. Good afternoon, Tony. Hard mate. Absolutely. Rolly says, afternoon, Tony. Afternoon, Rolly. Hope you're well, mate. We'll have to get you back on the channel, mate. Peter says, which Knicks match or the Fulham game? Let's hope it's the Arsenal and City games. I mean, look, yeah, you know, can we make it 3 in a row? Certainly would. What does I say? Forest are not an easy game. They are playing some bloody good football. You know, Spirito Santo was at Tottenham, and he had a really, really bad time there, didn't he? But when he went off to the Middle East, then he came back onto Forest, kept them up last season, and this season they're a totally different team. Milenkovic is in the centre half. I like him. He's a good defender. You know, but you got to look at the bargains they've had. Hudson-Odoi, £3 million. I would have had a massive upgrade on Mickey. Absolutely. I would have had Hudson-Odoi, no problem at all. And I'm sure Eddie would have got the best out of him. No, but as it happens, Forest have got him. And Kayla says, hi from Australia. Hi to you, Kayla. Hope you're well. Channel, do hit that subscribe and do hit the likes as well. This match will be very tough. Hope we can keep up our play and don't revert to just defending turtles, because look, you know, we can't just keep defending. We've got to go out and attack first. Look, Forest at the moment, Forest at the moment, they seem to be one of these teams that like to play with pressing intensity. So I can see this being a very good game between two sides, two teams who like to press. So this, let's hope that's what it is. Sharon says you keep cutting out Tony. I don't know what's happening, guys. I really don't. I think it's been my internet that's been a bit problematic at the moment. I don't know why it is. So hopefully it's itself out. But yeah, I'm looking, guys. I can see it's going a bit strange. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it, but hopefully it'll just sort itself out unless it's telecation. Matt Targett's arrived. Well, surely he's on the bench because he can't be getting in the team ahead of Lewis Hall. I'm sorry, not a chance. I know I've just cut out there. There we go. I'm hoping that may be a bit better. I've tweaked something there, but whether it's working or not, I'm not sure. What you said, I think the reason you struggle away is psychological. Hopefully, they get over and keep that run of results together. Absolutely. I want to see pretty much the same lineup last time out. Gordon right wing, Joe Linton left wing. I think that works well, Steve. Joe Linton and Joe Willock swapping as well. Got that bit of fluidity. I would like to see Tonali come in and be in the centre of midfield, so have Joe Willock left of him and Bruno to the right, and sort of having Tonali in that number 6 role. But I've got a feeling he'll stick with Longstaff, and I would rather he took Byrne out and put Kelly in for the pace of Alanga and Hudson-Odoi, but I think he keeps Byrne in. Right, it's nearly 1:45, so hopefully the team news should be out just about now. And we'll find out who's in, who's out, or if it's the same lineup. Right, so this is the lineup for today's game. Pope in goal. Back four of Livramento, Share, Byrne and Hall. Midfield 3 is Bruno the captain, Joe Willock and Sean Longstaff. Up front, it is Anthony Gordon, Joe Linton on the left, and Isak in the middle. Substitutes, Dubravka, Tonali, Barnes, Target, Asula, Jacob Murphy, Almiron, Kelly, and Lewis Miley. So I will pop that on screen in a moment for you. So that is the team lineup. It's basically the same team as last week. Are you happy with that team? Or do you think there should have been, or do you think it should have been a swap around maybe Longstaff for Tonali? I thought Longstaff did all right last week. I can't be too critical of him. I thought he did okay last week, if I'm honest. Right, so there is the team lineup there. There you go. It's on screen now. And glad my screen looks a lot better now as well. So I will get the Forest lineup as soon as I possibly can for you. Hopefully they're a lot better than what Arsenal put up, because the way they put the lineup was on awful, really awful. So I will just get the Forest lineup for you and see who they've got in. Okay, so Forest lineup with Matt Sells in goal, who we know very well. They're doing it in number order, so I don't know how they align their team up, but I'll just go through what they've got in number order. They've got Murillo, Gibbs White, Chris Wood, who's on fire, Hudson-Odoi, Dominguez, Moreno, Alanga, Yates, the captain, Milenkovic, and Ina. Or Ina, however you pronounce his name. On the bench is Miguel, the keeper, Morato, Williams, Anderson, Awonyi, Ward-Prowse, Jota, Sosa, and Bolly. So that's the Forest lineup, which I will put on screen for you in a moment as well. Pretty much the same lineup as I started with against West Ham last week, Forest. So yes, it is going to be a difficult game. But it's going to be, I think it could be an entertaining game as well. And let's hope it is an entertaining game. There's the Forest lineup for you now. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Tonali centre would be great. That's a lot better. Thank you very much, mate. I'm glad that's better. Don't you see you tweak something, Tony Wilson will need another 5 months off. Well, I think I tweaked me back the other day, but yeah, I shouldn't be saying tweak, should I? I want to see Tonali for Longy because of the pace. Forest having midfield up top. Absolutely. Strasbourg Steve says, I'd like to see Lloyd Kelly for Dan Burn as well. I would have, because I look at Lloyd Kelly and think he's got a little bit more pace than Burn has, hasn't he? That's better, Tony says. Sharon, thank you very much indeed. Troll says, damn, Longy, again, Tonali will want to go in the summer rather than lose Longy. Tonali is class, Longy isn't. I mean, thing is, we know Longstaff's going to be signing a new 2-year deal, which, let's be honest, will be great for the club, I suppose, because it just means we can sell him on. I have a feeling, I don't think Longstaff will be here next season for some reason. I don't know why, but I've just got that feeling we could move him on. But who knows? Who knows? What he says, if they play the same standard as last week, then fair enough. But if they don't, people will be critical, no doubt. I don't mind that lineup. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Julie. Hope you're well. I knew he wouldn't change. It's no reason to when you look at the starting against Arsenal. Absolutely. Unchanged lineup, so let's carry on the momentum. Absolutely. That's what it's all about. It's a squad game. Afternoon, Tony. Great stream as always. Thanks, Pete W. Alan says, afternoon, Tommy. Game is on. Yeah, picture much better now. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. It'll be just our luck. Chris Wood will get a hat-trick and Elliot Anderson comes off the bench and scores. Do you know what? We've had this many times. How many times have we had this over the years? Ex-players come back and haunt us with goals, Or we've had ex-goalkeepers that haunt us as well. I mean, I go back to the 92 season when we had won 10 in a row and we had Grimsby Town playing us. And who was in goal for Grimsby Town that day on loan from Chelsea? Dave Besant, And I remember the game, he produced a man of the match display. He nothing we could put past him at all. He saved everything. And I was like, hang on, why didn't we have this keeper when he was here? And obviously they went on and scored a last-minute goal and beat us 1-0, Grimsby. And that's what I'm saying. Ex-players can come back and haunt you. House said if you play well, you get another chance, but that doesn't seem to apply to Tonali, only to Longy, and it angers me, to be honest. I don't hate Longy, just want Tonali and his passes and cuss. He may come on in the second half anyway. Steve says, should be a cracking game. Let's hope so. Let's hope so, mate. I mean, if the two teams are good at that pressing intensity, then this turns out this could be an absolute barnstorming game. And it could be game of the day. Hi, Tony in chat. Hi, Lewis. Hope you're well. What he says, Tonali on the bench, I think it's because he can make an impact off the bench. No disrespect, Longy, but he can't. He's not a game changer. No, he's not. Definitely not at all. Ditya says, hi, Tony. I think Newcastle should play counter-attacking. Nuno's teams thrive against high-line setup. Stay compact, defensive, and counter-attack by keeping a bit of the ball as well. Yeah, well said, mate. It's going to be a very interesting game, that's for sure. Midfield's going to be the key. They're playing well, we're playing well. It's just set up for a cracking game all round. But I just want to see us go out there and put our stamp on the game. You know, it's whoever starts off quick as well. You got to watch Chris Woods in fine form at the moment, isn't he? You know, compared to Haaland, you've got to look at the Premier League and the goal scorers, and you've got to see Chris Woods better than Haaland at the moment on goal scoring wise. Yeah, Haaland got one yesterday, but again, City, they're faltering. They're faltering really bad at the moment. I don't know what's going on with City. They're just like look awful at the moment, and that's only good for us because look, just means we might be able to catch up to City. They're having a terrible season at the moment, and I think that's 4 games in a row. And I think that's the first time in even Pep Guardiola's managerial career he's lost 4 in a row. So, you know, I mean, yeah, they're still second top on 23 points, 5 points behind Liverpool. If we get a win today, we close that gap to 5 points. And we go into 5th place. But obviously Chelsea play Arsenal later. And to be honest with you, I think Chelsea will beat Arsenal because I don't think Arsenal are that great at the moment. Who thought City would have gone away to Sporting Lisbon and got absolutely walloped 4-1? Nobody saw that coming. I certainly didn't. BS Longstaff and Burners Homer Simpson would say door. I think it's going to be a high score and draw. Could be. City are bad right now. Yes, they are. They're absolutely awful. And, you know, I know people say you can't say the title is going to be, they're out the title race. They're not. But if they keep on playing the way they are, they ain't going to be in that title race much longer. Not at all. Burn gets skinned at least twice every game, and that might be more. He has no pace. That's the thing, trolls. We've got, I mean, once Botman's back, he'll get back in that team. Once he's back and he's got his match fitness back in the ring, he'll be back in then. That should put then Burn back on the bench. We need a right-sided centre-back to replace Cher because Cher's not getting any younger and he looks like he's slowing down a bit now. Alan says, need to keep the 70 million that was there for Gui and spend some of it on Sporting Lisbon striker who got the hat-trick midweek. Gyökeres, I mean, look, he's going to be a wanted man all over the place. Can I see us getting anywhere near Gyökeres? I'm not so sure we will. I don't think we will at the moment, you know. It's a tough one. It really is. It's tough. But we just live in hope and see what happens. Also, looking at the table, it depends how well we do today because if we win today, and depends on our goal difference, that depends how we win this game. Obviously, if we went out there and beat Forest 4-0, we'd jump above Fulham into 7th. But I can't see that happening. So I think the closest will be 7th, will be 8th, will be above Villa. That's where we'll end up, above Villa. But look, you know, it is a strange one. I think stay connect initially, then get the first goal, and somehow then slightly open up. Don't invite too much pressure. Forest will get rattled then 2 or 2-1 maybe. That's my game plan. Yeah. I mean, look, I see where you're coming from on that one, and it's Forest play a very high pressing game now, and this is a thing. It's Nuno Espirito Santo starting to make his mark on the team. And okay, maybe went to Forest. He maybe went to Spurs from Wolves at the wrong time, and maybe that was the right job, but at the wrong time for his career. But now he's come back to the Premier League with Forest. You know, he's showing Spurs fans, like, this is who I am, you know. I thought Villa should have got a penalty Liverpool, but no, pundits agreed. Again, yeah, you're never going to get nothing at Anfield. I mean, that was a pull on the shirt, wasn't it? Botman's a great position in Mills, so can't wait for him to be back. Yeah, apparently he's in late training, but he still won't be back after the new year. Red Cartel will be all over Gyökeres. Yeah, won't they just? Let's hope Howe is proactive this game and not reactive. Yeah, let's hope. Bia says, in what minute will he bring Calamity Murphy on? That's another thing. Likes of Jacob Murphy and Almiron need to be sold. We need to bring in decent right winger. We have to do that in January. Try and get a decent right winger in. But January can be a very difficult window. Won't be long for Sven. Mick says, big up and live free, Tony. Ari, bud, I predict the score in 5 minutes. Nice one, Mick. Hope you're well too, mate. We got 17 likes at the moment, guys, but we got 42 watching. So if you can just smash that like, that would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you. It does help the channel. And if you are new to the channel, please come in and hit the subscribe as well and help this channel get towards 1,300. Ditya says, for some reasons, he was defensive at Spurs. At Forest, he's a lot more attacking. Maybe he didn't trust Davies, Sanchez, Dyer at the time. Maybe not. Yeah. Wacky says, I think it's going to be a close one today. 3-2 last gas winner from Bullseye Barnes. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Brian says, happy remembrance to everyone, lest we forget. Absolutely, Brian. Absolutely. And hello to you. Troll says, have a feeling we'll lose, but I hope I'm wrong in the opinion. I don't think we'll lose, Trolls. I've got a feeling we can win this, but it's going to be tough. Forest are third for a reason, and the table don't lie. You know, they're going to be at Anfield and beat Liverpool at Anfield. Not many teams go to Anfield and beat Liverpool and keep a clean sheet like Forest did. So, you know, it is going to be tough. 2-1, Toon, Isak and Longstaff, says Mark. Nice one. Bia says, away from home, we needed Tonali to start. Yeah. Kayla says, has anyone bought hospitality tickets at St James's Park and have any recommendations? I haven't bought one I haven't done hospitality at St James. I know it's quite expensive, but I think the cheapest one is Wings, I think, but it always gets sold out, doesn't it? Or is it the Barracks that gets sold out? I can't remember which one it is now, but I think the cheapest one gets sold out, and I think that's about 200 quid, isn't it? The cheapest one. Charles says, I think so. Bia. Alan says, how did she expect the same as last window? Would be surprised if different. PSR effect and spending. We got to stop saying PSR. We didn't spend any money in the summer, so we've got money to spend. So we got to stop using this. And Eddie Howe's got to stop mentioning PSR. It's just getting a bit repetitive now. Hospitality packages on the official Newcastle website. Yeah, absolutely, Julie. I mean, the thing is as well. Yeah, the hospitality. I know rooftops isn't cheap because if you look at a YouTube called The Padded Seat, he went there, and I think he paid. I think he said £650 for a hospitality ticket at the rooftops. You know, so it isn't cheap. It isn't cheap at all. So yeah, so not cheap at all. Right, so let me just bring this up as well. Now then, obviously, it's not just the men who are playing today. The women are playing today as well in the championship. And they play Bristol City away at Ashton Gate. And I'll just put it quickly on screen. There you go. In case anybody's interested, there's the ladies lineup for their game against Bristol City with Morning Goal, Stokes, Watt, Body, Hales, Cooper, Andrews, McQuaid, Joel, Potts and Lumsden, with Donnelly, Stobbs, Kelly, Barker, Gibson, Elson, Greenwood, Haywood and Sibley on the bench. So there is the women's team for anybody who was interested in knowing how the women get on. If they win today, I think they go mainly joint top, or they'll not be far off the top, depending how results go. So come on the lasses as well. Bias says, I got a feeling that Longstaff will perform as a one-off. Yeah, absolutely. Could be. If we buy nothing, then we're one injury away from ending up 10th or lower. We know we have at least 70 million, absolutely, Julie. But who's to say we're not getting bigger sponsors in, and they've gotten their ducks lined up in a row, and then they're just going to go, boom, there's a sponsorship, you know? City, Arsenal, PSG are meant to be in for Gyökeres, but not Man U, supposedly. Amarin not going for his old player, according to the Mirror. Yeah, apparently he said he wouldn't take any sporting players before the end of the season. What did House see on PSR? You're not quite happy with how nowadays, isn't it, Tony? I mean, look, I've been critical of Eddie Howe with some of the team selections he's had, and the way he's doing substitutions. But maybe he's just turned things around. And look, we can all have a criticise a manager, because all managers have a right to be criticised. I'm sure Pep's getting a lot of criticism at the minute. Some Manchester City fans are shouting for him to go, which is unbelievable, isn't it? You kind of go over PSR. We have another Anderson situation. Surely the club would have budget for the summer and Jan separately, so combine them to what you can, and it's first and third of 3-year cycle, so you will have 2 more years to make up the loss, absolutely. I got a feeling Longstaff will disappear again like Johnson subs. Jan's a bad time to get any players. Yeah, they are. Hello, Tony and everyone. Hi to you, Tony Ross. Hope you're well. So Bruno Trips was bought in Jan. Yeah. How got it spot on last week with tactics he did. Just as well Chippers isn't, yeah, with you saying, come on the lasses, Tony. Oh, Jesus. Last week was at home, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, look. So I say it's going to be it's just, I think it's going to be an entertaining game. I've just got this feeling it's going to have entertainment value, 5-star written all over it. I really do. Because the way both teams have pressing intensity, and I hope it is. I hope it really is a cracking game, and I hope we are the ones that come out on top of this game as well. I mean, look, I've seen it on social media. Some of our fans have said, oh, we'll beat Forest 3-0, 4-0. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. If it happens, fantastic. If Forest fold and have a bad day, fantastic if we go out there and thump them. I really can't see that happening. I really can't. My guess is we will win this 2-1, I think. But that's about it. 2-1. I won't go like massively overboard because I can't see it happening. Brian says a team line up there yet. Yeah, it's been out for a while, mate. I'll just pop it back on screen. There you go. So it's unchanged from last week's team against Arsenal. Guys, got 50 watching at the moment, which is fantastic. And if you are enjoying it, please don't forget to smash the like. It does help the channel, as we've only got 20 likes. So please do give it a like. That'd be fantastic. And there is the Forest team as well, Brian. There we go. There's the Forest lineup. So I'm going 2-1. Who am I going to have for scoring for us? I think Forest will take the lead, and I think Chris Wood will score for Forest. I think Isak will score because Isak's on a scoring run at the moment. He's on fire at the minute. Isak is 3-3. So I fancy Isak to score. And I'm going to say Anthony Gordon. That's my bets. Well, that's how I'm seeing it anyway. 2 on the tune should be a great game. Defo inflated price and Jan. Yeah, absolutely they are. Empav says Alanga and Hudson-Odoi versus Burnenshire worry me if our full-backs get caught a few yards too high up the pitch. Do you know what it is? I agree. I mean, look, them two are electric. And I'm still confused as to why we didn't go in for Hudson-Odoi when he was available for £3 million. I mean, Jesus. Hudson-Odoi now, if you wanted to buy him, a lot more than £3 million, that's for sure. Forest got a bargain there. And he's a massive upgrade on Almiron and Murphy. They have a good back four, they do. Forest do have a very good back four. Milenkovic has strengthened that up. He looks a class act. I think the Slope St James is another reason a lot of sides struggle to play there. It does make a difference, absolutely. 1-1, says Steve. Yeah, I fancy Newcastle win today. Really impressed by performance against the Gunners, but yeah, Forest have been good, so need some kind of performance. We've got to be on our game today, absolutely, Alan. 2-0, says Ronald to us. Sticking with 1-0 Forest. Oh, okay, Julie. Or is that a bit of reverse psychology, Julie? You're doing that so you think, oh, well, if I say Forest will win, we'll turn around and beat them. Elanga's another one I would like to see here. Yeah, very good player. You need to play a good control game. No headless chicken stuff. No chasing shadows. Absolutely. Yeah, Julie, I think it'll be 2-1 Forest. It worked against Chelsea. If we win, I'll predict this every game. DTS says, I hope Newcastle don't press from the front, only from midfield. Let Forest fall for the trap. Absolutely. Exactly that, Tony. Reverse psychology. Absolutely. I like it, Julie. I like it. But yeah, as I say, this will be a difficult game. Let's just go away from the game for a moment, and I just want to say this is a well-deserved call-up, by the way. And Lewis Hall is now being called into the England squad, as we saw on Thursday. Thoroughly deserved. I think he's probably the best left back in the country at this moment in time. He has to start against Greece on Thursday. That is a must-win game on Thursday for England. Lewis Hall has to start. Now, obviously, the right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold went off injured early for Liverpool yesterday, so I think he could be a doubt for Thursday's game. And I don't think Liverpool will want him playing if he's got a slight knock. So if he pulls out the squad, I fully expect that Livramento will be called up to the seniors. Will he get game time? That could be an interesting one. But as of Lewis Hall, he has definitely got to start, though, against Greece. He's been outstanding. And his £28 million fee now is starting to look an absolute bargain, this snip. And I've seen a lot of Chelsea fans raging at that club because they're not happy they've got rid of Lewis Hall. Because Chelsea think they've lost their best left back. Well, you have. And we've got him. And this kid, if he carries on the way he is, he's going to be what, in the next season or two? He could be anything north of £60 million transfer fee wise. Because him and Livramento are going to be the two future fullbacks for England I can see coming. Absolutely. They're not happy about Livramento not having him either. So, it just shows you. Shows you how well we've done. I say, is Tony really be happy with 1-1 or 2-2? Well, I would like us to get the win, but do you know what? As good as Forest have been, I'll take a point now. Absolutely. I'll take a point. A point's a positive. If we get 3 points, brilliant. If we get a point, it's a positive. If we lose, that's a negative. It's a setback. So, yeah. So, even if we pull it out and get a point today, yeah, I'll be absolutely happy with that. And Pav says, if you could take one Forest player, who would it be? For me, a One or Hudson-Odoi. The one, he hasn't done a lot though, has he? I mean, I know he can't get past Wood, but when he's come on, he's not looked great. I would rather have Hudson-Odoi, if I'm honest. But the way I look at Anthony Gordon on the right wing, I want him kept there now. I don't want him on the left. I want him on the right. I think he looks sensational on the right. If he's putting crosses in like that for Isak, that's where he's got to play. And I reckon he could even play that on Thursday for England even. So yeah, I'll go Hudson-Odoi all day. The New England left back, absolutely Tony Ross. I hope Hall performs well for England, so he keeps his place. He's worked hard to get there, absolutely. I mean, look, Luke Shaw's never going to be fit, is he? And we've got to stop relying on these players. Is the game on TV? Hall getting better each week. 3 players. The game today is on Sky. England's game on Thursday is on ITV1. I think we offered too much for Elanga's panic offer from us. Yeah, and there's no way that they were selling Elanga with a few hours left of the window. Not a chance. We got a bargain. We did. Absolutely got a bargain. I still don't think Tino's playing at his best this season. He's improved the last couple of games. He's played a little bit better. But yeah, I agree. I think he's not been as good as last season. I agree with positive result getting a draw. I'm hoping to see a bit of a Sula today. His physicality could be beneficial. Yeah, depends where we are in the game as well. Let's say 3-1 Forest, even more aggressive reverse psychology, says a Do you know what? Yeah, why not? Have a bit of reverse psychology. It doesn't hurt, does it? And look, I'm just trying to think because there's other games kicking off today too as well. I think Spurs play too, don't there, as well? Yeah, so Man United are up against Leicester City today. At the same time as us, Tottenham are playing Ipswich at 2, and then obviously Chelsea play Arsenal at 4:30. No doubt Sky will be talking about Chelsea and Arsenal, and then they'll probably do about 5 minutes of the Forest game, and that'll be all right. It's time for kickoff, because that's the usual, isn't it? The thing with Man United is as well, because they've acted and got a new manager, and this is where you sort of look and think, Man United are going to just absolutely take off, aren't they? And that's the frightening thing, isn't it? They could take off Man United. They're 3 points behind us. So if we can win today, let's keep Man U down there. It would be great if Leicester pulled off the result at Old Trafford and beat Man United, So it's all to play for. I'd like to see Ipswich beat Spurs as well. But will that happen? Who knows? I will start Rico against Greece. Hall hasn't assimilated with the existing England squad. The thing is, Hall's been playing so well for the under-21s. I think he's won a couple of Man of the Match awards. He's done assists. But then you could say the same about Angel Gomez when he come into the team and Morgan Gibbs-White. They were just thrown straight in. So, look. And I still hope in January, or I hope now we're doing the talking, that to try and get Angel Gomez, because I tell you what, I'd have him in the Newcastle midfield next season, definitely. Cheers, Tony, away for a few beers. No worries, Tony Ross. Enjoy your afternoon. K Radiation Reverse Psychology. I have a mate who used to bet every week if we lose, he was quitting. If we won, he was still happy. There's nothing wrong with a bit of reverse psychology, although I'm not reverse psychology. I'm going 2-1 Newcastle. Will you be fuming? But no, I won't be fuming because it's a point at the end of the day. Point to point. Bring back Pucker Pie, says Gray. Yeah, Spud's got Ipswich. I like the little winger, the tractor boy's got who plays right. He's got potentials at Amari Hutchison. Yeah, he's a good player, isn't he? I would have had Delap as well. He's a hell of a striker. And Pavsey is 2-1 the 2, and Joe Linton and Isak to score. I think Joe Linton on the left is his best position. He spent his early career as a winger. His link-up play with shares, long balls in that position is spot on. I can't disagree with that one because, yeah, I, I look. I like Joe Linton playing left wing. If he's playing centre midfield and he's dropping back to help defend, he's liable to give free kicks away 20 to 30 yards out of goal. Where if he's playing his left wing and he gives a foul away, he's that 20, 30 yards further up the pitch. So that's what I'm saying. It can't hurt us. Did I say, Tony Howe should be careful of your rant? He better win. I'm not ranting, mate. I just hope we just get the win today. We need the win, really, don't we? I wish that shot had crept in the post from Azul against Chelsea. As I'm a critic of him, I still want him to do well. He was unlucky, very, very unlucky, wasn't he? Ditya says, have you ever suffered from mental health because of football or personal life? I haven't, no, mate. I haven't, not at all. Not at all, mate. Don't let it affect me. Don't let anything affect me. I was due to be playing football again. I was going on the football pitch on Wednesday, but I got called off because of the weather. So, yeah. So, hopefully, my debut on the pitch will be this Wednesday coming. Let's hope. Where in the table are we at the moment? We are 12th at the moment. Brentford beating Bournemouth probably done us a favour yesterday. Had the most effed up dream that I was T-Rex. Pickford had really long arms and like that Mr. Man character. Oh, God, yeah, I know who you mean. Oh, Mr. Man with the long arms. I'm trying to think of what his name is. Not Mr. Tickle, is it? Is it Mr. Tickle? I can't remember. Now you've said that, I'm going to have to Google it. Mr. Man with long arms. It is Mr. Tickle. I was right. Mr. Tickle. There you go. He's the man. He's the one with the long arms. There you go. Only something Jordan Pickford could dream about. Hey, that's all he could dream about, that, couldn't he, Jordan Pickford, to have long arms. And there you go, just for a laugh. There he is. There's Mr. Tickle. There you go. Tony, what about Cunha from Wolves and Jan or Summer? Did you see his performance? I mean, look, I saw the goal he scored yesterday. He's a hell of a player, isn't he, Cunha? I like him, yeah. Mr. Tickle. I can see Leicester doing Man U today, says Rose. Do you know what it is? I could as well. I could absolutely see that. I could see Leicester going there and saying, nah, we're not going to get beat 5-2 again off here. We're going to turn this around. And yeah, who knows? It's an interesting one. Really is. I hear you think they're going to Sevilla centre back in Jan. Sevilla are desperate for money. Maybe there's rumours going around. I mean, yeah, Sevilla are in desperate need of money. So, again, we'll just have to wait and see on that one. Dream January targets, mate. That's the thing. We just have to see what happens. January is just a difficult window in all. So, I still think we shouldn't have just put our eggs in one basket and tried to get Guy in the summer. Like Simikin obviously went, Saudi. We could have got him 42 million. He's better than Guy, I think. But, that's the problem when you're going for one target only. And you got an idiot like Steve Parish who decides, let's just string them along because I'm not going to sell them anyway. But I'd just like to hear them putting bids in and I'm just going to keep rejecting them. And that's exactly what he'd done. And I wouldn't deal with Palace again. And Gay's made it quite clear he'd rather go to Liverpool. Well, if that's the case, let Liverpool have him. Why should we go for him? I don't want a player coming here that doesn't really want to be here. I want players to come here and play for us and wear the black and white shirt with pride. Not players who say they don't want to come to us and then come to us because I'll think they're not really committed. I want to see players who want to come here and be committed and play in the black and white shirt. That's what I want to see. Anyway, guys and girls, we are coming towards the end of the show, but it has been a cracking show as well. And if you have enjoyed the show, please don't forget to hit the like. It does help the channel. So follow Showing the Sheep there and do smash those likes. It'd be great. Thank you very much. It just means new viewers can find the channel more easily. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come in and hit the subscribe. That is free to do so. Helps the channel grow. And also hit the bell notification. That tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record or any upcoming shows as well. There was probably 3 or 4 centre backs that you could have got cheaper than Gee and probably better too. That's the thing. That's the thing, Wacky. Absolutely. But, you know, we didn't. And that's the problem. Thank you, Tony. Enjoy the games. As Gareth, thank you, mate. And hope you enjoy the game too. And look, we know the women kick off at 2 as well. So let's hope it's a double celebration. Let's hope it's 2 Newcastle wins today. You know, the women are away to Ashton Gate to play Bristol City. So let's hope the women get the 3 points as well as the men. And there is the women's team as well. So, you know, it should be, hopefully it's going to be a cracking afternoon where both teams have won. And if the women win today, they're obviously be on 17 points. Could be top, but depends on how the results go as well. Sharon says, good show, Tony. Let's keep it positive for the 2 and win-win. Absolutely, Sharon. Absolutely. Let's keep it all positive. Wacky says, the only deal I'd do with Palace is Mickey to them for 45 million or Wharton coming to you. That would be great, wouldn't it? Yeah. Great show, Tony. Hopefully 3 points for you today for both Toon sides. Thanks, Wacky. Thank you very much indeed, mate. As I always say, remember, the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. I'm going 2-1 the Toon against Forest. And for the lasses, I'm going to say the lasses will go to Bristol City and win 2-0. So let's hope it's a double Newcastle wins today. And that'd be absolutely fantastic. But enjoy the game. If you're watching at home, go to the pub, whatever, have a great day. Hopefully we'll get the 3 points. And until then, I will see you soon. How are the lads and the lasses? Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.